Hey everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. We are now only 8 away from the like streak goal of reaching 360 and starting the R-Key Challenge run. The OG Challenge is back, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Click the like button if you want to see it even sooner. Thank you all very much for supporting the videos this week thus far. We got one more video this week, and let's end it on a banger. It's going to be a great run, right? All right. Here's your amazingly wholesome meme of the day, brought to you by Suicidal Swing on the Invicta subreddit. Title of the thread was going through a lot right now, but he's always there. And then I mean, I just cannot appreciate this meme even more than I already do, because there's so many people in the thread that were just talking about how important these videos are to them in their everyday lives and got them through rough times and still getting them through rough times. So I really appreciate everybody, and thank you, Suicidal Swing, for posting that one on the Invicta subreddit, and thank you everyone who replied to it as well. It's very kind of you. Oh man, we got a D Sizzle star. Oh, this tears rate though. Zulu 8, Lima, Zulu, Sierra Delta, X-Ray 1. So yeah, we got the Satanic Bible, which I mean, we probably should re-roll right now. Use Tooth and Nail here, which is going to be our starting passive item, which is going to give us an immunity to all damage for a very, very brief window of time. It does tick off. You hear the little click. That's when, and you'll see a visual like that right there. It activates on a very set interval, so there's no guesswork as whether or not it's going to be something that you're going to be able to try to time, or it's random or anything like that. It's always going to go off at the same time, no matter what, and that's very useful, especially when you're trying to go through curse rooms and that sort of stuff. So that's the reason why we got that already. Free curse room. So the Satanic Bible we're going to use to get a soul heart before we go to the next floor. I don't want to re-roll it right now, even though I probably could, because I may want to re-roll the boss item instead. And at least the Satanic Bible has a little bit of a use for us immediately, giving us that soul heart. But at the same time, I am tempted to use it before we go into the boss room, just to get a Devil Deal item. That would be nice, but right now we need a Tears Rate upgrade. 1.82 is just so bad, dude. Our shot speed is also not that great. Neither is our range, actually. So the only thing that's above average right now is our movement speed and damage. And that's not saying a lot for with it being 1.02. Oh, baby. We have to bond for this. Not even going to hesitate here. Hopefully we get enough money for it. And we got barely enough, but that's going to be huge for us. Now we absolutely have to take the Satanic Bible and use it. I'm not going to take it over the D6, but I'm going to use it because I want to make sure that we get a Devil Deal here for this first floor item, especially given the fact that we now get 2 items from that. So I think that is a good pivot for us. I'm still not going to go with the Satanic Bible, but at the very least it can pay out with a very early, hopefully good item. I mean, we'll take anything right now, especially with this Tears Rate. You know, Mom's Knife would be way better than Brimstone, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and get this Devil Deal item first before we start to jump into conclusions here. And I'm glad that we maintain the full charge here on the D6, and then on top of that, we can also just re-roll the Satanic Bible if we absolutely have to. They're seeing here the shot speed and the damage is quite lacking, but again, the biggest thing that okay, let's stop with the Burning Claudies. How about this game? We've had every single room we've had an enemy, and we've had to fight them. They're one of my most hated enemies. Yeah, a Tears Rate upgrade is absolutely paramount right now in order for us to start thriving in this run. And you know, we talk about how Eden is I think in the most purest sense the most challenging character to play, because it really does test your knowledge of items and that sort of thing, but also it tests your metal and how to deal with like really bad stats at the very beginning of a run. Whereas like if you're playing, let's say for example, base Isaac, where you always have the same amount of base stats. There's no guesswork. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna have 1.0 movement speed, 2.7 tears, and 3.5 damage. I mean, it's always gonna be like that. But Eden, of course, is no guarantee. So that's the reason why I do like Eden. And I think that anyone going for a true challenge in the game that doesn't involve gimmick characters or anything like that, I think that Eden is going to be your best bet. But again, just my opinion. Also very weird how the side of the question mark actually does animate whenever Isaac looks to the left. Never noticed that before. Not animate, but it shows it on his head. Accurately, too. A Black Monstro here. I'm not going to use a bomb, even though I kind of tempted to. And this is going to be a very good chance for us to pick up a large amount of power here. We're going to have to end up using the full charge on the D6 for the there's options double boss room item that we're about to get. Love to get the Mark. Would love to get Spear of the Night. Would love to get Maw of the Void. I mean, anything like that would be great. Athame would also be incredible to get. Oh, man. Wow. Well, there's no way that I'm passing up. Forgot we only get one. Because it's a devil deal. I think that's kind of... Well, no, I take it back. That does make sense because that's what more options does. You only get one. You get one or the other. So never mind. I take my gripe back with that. Twisted Pair. I would have preferred Backstabber to be honest, but I had a brain fart and didn't realize that we were going to only get one of them. So that's definitely my dang on that. I have no idea where the secret room is here. Could be here. It's got. I mean, this is the most likely spot for it. It is. Get a nickel. Okay, if we can get another nickel here, that would be nice. And we do get more than that. Look at this. We're back up to 14 cents. I'm gonna be super lazy here. Don't do this, but yeah, super lazy. Okay, so we are leaving with almost enough money to buy another premium item, which would be nice. And no, Sad Bombs is a good item. I mean, I want to have more bombs here, and this is the best way to do it. On top of that, we get bombs that are going to actually be able to be used for more than just one type of attack too. As far as the super secret room goes, I have no idea where it is. It could be south of here. With only 2 bombs left, I'm not going. Excuse me, I'm not going to try to. Actually, you know what? It's probably south of this room here. Now that I look at it. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. But at least I tried. Good first floor. We're going to last week's question of the episode from a Rock Bottom Start episode, which was a fantastic run. And this one was sent in by G16F98. We said, question of the episode, Athame or Athame? And then with a little laughing cry emoji. I flip-flop back and forth just because I think it's funny. It's also good for people being like, wait a second, how can you do this? In the comments. But it is... The correct pronunciation of the word is Athame. And anything else other than that is not technically considered correct. But it's tomato. I mean, it's spelled... If you looked at it, if you read it and wanted to pronounce it as it's spelled, phonetically, it would be Athame. So that's how I used to pronounce it. And then... I don't remember, it was years and years ago, where I actually looked up the word because people were getting really upset that I was mispronouncing a single word in the game. And the same thing happens with Hierophant, actually, the Hierophant. But I did look up the actual definition of it, or the actual pronunciation of it, and it is Athame. That is the grammatically correct accepted term of the pronunciation. But if you spelled it out, if you pronounced it phonetically, it would be Athame, which I think makes a lot more sense. Also, apparently Athame is like, it's some kind of, I guess, demonic blade or something, and I've never really looked at the icon of Athame before. So I guess it's a knife or something. Next time we see it, I'll try to remember it. Try to remember to pay attention to the sprite. So at least with Twisted Pair, we're able to get a little bit more help out of our tears rate. despite the fact that we're not actually gaining any tiers right now, we're still firing more shots, and that's good enough sometimes. Secret room's gonna be here. And we could get even more money out of that keeper. Yeah, we're getting lucky with these keepers. Okay, so 34 cents, enough to buy 2 premium items in here. We get Diplopia and PH Dizzle. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Well, we have to keep Diplopia for the Devil Deal. And PH Dizzle, obviously, we're going to take that because we have so many stats that need help. Tears Up, look at that. Right off the bat, we get a Tears Up. As much as I want to keep the D6 here for the boss room, we just can't right now. But what is nice about Diplopia is that if we end up not having anything in the Devil Deal, we can come back and use Diplopia in the double item pedestal from the boss and then re-roll that. So lots of options here. And this is exactly why getting that early game economy up so quickly was pivotal in order for us to be able to do this. Prize is not there. But first things first, we got to not die to Ragman. This is not Champion Ragman. We did pick up Infestation 2, which means that every time we get a kill, it's going to spawn a blue spider. There's a non-perpetual system there, though. We have to be the ones who kill it, not Twisted Pair. Which is really weird, but can't do. That's Isaac, baby. Isaac's a weird game. What can I say? We're seeing here our DPS has gone up a decent amount, but we still need more tiers rate. 2.39 is getting to more acceptable rates, I suppose, but we would still be considered low right now. Wow. That's a lot of HP. Yeah. Not a good Devil Deal at all. Not at all. So I think what we do here is we Diplopia, Super Bandage. We can just take both Super Bandages. I mean, that is an absolute metric butt ton of HP. But we need more basic stats too, and that's where the D-Sizzle is going to come in. And remember, we have enough for another re-roll here, so this is huge. This is a big moment in this run, probably the biggest moment, I would say. We have 4 boss pedestals to re-roll. I don't know if they're going to turn into the same one because we Diplopia'd them with more options. I'm going to take a risk and get rid of both Super Bandages. Even though that is the smartest play, it doesn't help us for stats. Movement speed and damage, both of them are things that we need. We have PhD. No, I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to do it. I know, I won't pretend that I didn't see that was a Balls of Steel pill, but we would have never known had I not had the mod on, and I'm not going to buy it. I would prioritize the full charge over that pill, that random pill that I wouldn't know. Yeah. You know, sometimes you gamble and sometimes you lose. But we did get a damage upgrade out of there. It's not quite as good as Pentagram, but at the same time, we still gained a range upgrade as well out of that. So there's still a golden chest. We might be able to buy that pill. But my point being is that I would have never looked at that pill, regardless of knowing what it is or not, before buying the full charge for the reroll. So, and we were 1 cent short. Yeah, so I mean, we get less of them. We get less damage per shot than we would have with Pentagram, but we gain range as well, and our range was pretty bad. So I don't mind doing that. Losing out on Caffeine Pill was kind of a sad day, though. I do not know. I still don't know where the super secret room is. Could be south of here. Our last bomb. It is. Okay, Endless Nameless is fine. if we end up getting consumables or anything like that, we might be able to have a chance to restore them without us actually consuming them. Okay, so we're slowly inching the line here. We're moving it up ever forward to the promised land of having a very strong run. I think the biggest right now, the biggest hurt part, though the one that hurt the most in this run, is definitely missing out on Backstabber. I would absolutely take Backstabber over Twisted Pair. But again, nothing we can do about that. So just remember that your more options, even if you use the Satanic Bible, is going to give you only one item to choose from, not two. You can't have both of them unless you use Diplopia. Look at this. And because of Tooth and Nail, we're able to gain HP every time we go into the curse room. So effectively, we're gaining a soul heart every single time we go into a curse room, because that's one less soul heart that we're using in order to get in there. So really, technically speaking, we only grabbed 2 soul hearts, but we really got 3 soul hearts out of that without Tooth and Nail, because it would have cost us 1 to get in, half to get in, half to get out, and then we picked up 2. Trying to time it to where we can get this Bomba over here, get this Llave. Or not Llave, but the pill. I forgot how to say pill in Spanish. Okay, we got a full charge on the D-Sizzle. Go into the shop. It's probably not going to be a greed fight, but I wouldn't mind one, to be honest, to get a chance of getting either the Steam Sale or getting the quarter. We're looking for the all blue pill, which is going to be the Tears Up pill. And that is either going to buy this pill, it's Balls of Steel. Surprise, surprise. I absolutely would have picked the pill over just buying the raw soul heart in hopes that it was going to be like a movement speed upgrade or something like that, or even a shot speed upgrade would be nice. The dream addition to PhD, or really to any pills, would be a damage up. I want to see a damage up pill. And yes, you can make it damage down if you want to. That's fine. But as long as there's a damage up pill, that would single-handedly make me take pills almost all the time, I would say. A damage up pill would be absolutely revolutionary for this game. So we have a reroll ready to go here for the D-Sizzle. Almost caught me. Glowing Hourglass is kind of Don't want the Glowing Hourglass here. The D6 is just too good. And like if we were in a low life situation, or didn't have PhD, I would maybe consider the Glowing Hourglass, but we're not. Okay, it's gonna be our second double devil deal item pedestal here from a boss, because we have Fallen here. Then after that, he's gonna spawn a second item pedestal because of the more options. Really hate Fallen. Yeah, that's a pretty awful devil deal there. So we're going to re-roll this. Was there or was there not a full charge over here in the shop? I know Mom's purse was in there. There was not, but there's a sack. 3 Yaves. Even if we were to do the mob trap room, we still wouldn't have enough for a reroll, so I guess we'll take Eye of the Occult. It does contribute towards Leviathan, which we would have had a second piece to had we taken Pentagram, but what can you do? And it's like I was saying the other day, I don't remember if it was yesterday or day before, talking about Eye of the Occult. You know, it is a very, very good damage upgrade and a good range upgrade. But there are certain situations that I do not like it. Particularly speaking with Brimstone. I have no clue why it decides to turn Brimstone into an auto fire. As if you had like marked or something. It doesn't make any sense to me, but again, it's just kind of a weird game and nothing ever makes sense. No, we don't want to go in there without having a full charge. Reason being is because we can't reroll. We can reroll the boss item, of course, but then if we do get a devil deal, which is probably not going to happen, but if we do get a devil deal, we want to make sure that we have enough to reroll that as well. This was I was trying to say as well, but then also was going to say wow because we just found everything on this side pretty much immediately. 3-cent pill here. I would like to get it. Betrayal's been showing up a little bit often lately. I'm not sure why. We're going to get a full charge here off of the boss. We need 2 more cents to get that speed up pill. Because this point is something I would be hoping for. That or another Tears Up. I haven't seen another Tears Up pill since the first one. Go figure on that. And yeah, so there's our missing devil deal, of course, as I was just saying. And yeah, we absolutely take Torn Photo here. It's a significant tears and shot speed up. Our shot speed goes back to where it started because remember we took Eye of the Occult and it drops your shot speed. So now our goal is to get 3 cents so I can go see what that pill is, which I already know is a speed up pill. But I would be prioritizing that over the full charge now because I just got done re-rolling and we got an item that we really truly needed. So I wouldn't care too much about getting the full charge more so than trying to figure out what this pill was. And the reason why I'm reciting this to you all is because I want you to know that the decisions that I'm making by looking at and buying the pills that we shouldn't have any information on at the current time without external information mod. It just happens though. And I know there's a setting. I know there's a setting you can turn off. I've tried it before. It never ever works. Not for me anyway. But the reason why I'm explaining this to you all is because I want you to know that it wouldn't matter if I could see the pill or not. I'm just letting you know what the strategy would be if we were just totally blind on that. I would originally be looking at trying to get the full charge first if we needed the full charge to re-roll the boss items. Since we don't need that full charge anymore, now I would want to see what this pill is in hopes that it was a speed up pill or tears up or a health up or something like that. We have 11 cents now, and let's go buy the pill. And it is a speed up, of course. There is Greed's Gullet inside the secret room, but the problem is that we can't reach it anyway, so without flying, so there's no reason to re-roll that. But we did get a Tears Up, which is something we needed. Where's the Maze? Yeah, we can do it. We'll give us a full charge on our D-Sizzle here. again, we can go into the curse room for absolutely free of charge, which is very nice. For those of you who are Voodoo Head lovers out there, it would be a perfect run to show how the potential of Voodoo Head can pay off. If we end up getting it. Okay, I'm glad we had a full charge. I wish we had another full charge. That is our primary reroll pedestal priority now. Secret room should be there. It is. And Ghost Baby. Okay, got more bombs. We can actually walk over these spikes thanks to Tooth and Nail. So we have Ghost Baby here for another reroll opportunity if we need it. Hoping that we find a couple full charges. Also, pills deleted apparently. Been way too long since we've seen a naturally occurring pill here game. So that's almost a full charge in there already with those 2 mini charges. And again, with us having Tooth and Nail, we don't really have to worry about going over spikes at all. Goat Head here. Trying to make up for our missing devil deals that we didn't get on the other floor. Go back over the other spikes. Oh, come on. Disagree with that one, game. Pretty sure we were over those, but whatever. Still looking for the item shop. I mean, this could potentially be huge too. Well, before we throw away all of our money in the claw machine, let's go see what's in the shop first. I'm gonna be smart about this. Hopefully there's a Tears Up pill in there or something. Assuming we could, like, you know, ever find the shop. There it is. There's no pill. There's a full charge. Ace of Hearts doesn't do anything for us. Okay, so what we really, really want now is to head on down to the next floor, and let's just use this reroll on the devil deal that we're going to get now. Fast bombs with sad bombs is actually quite a nice combo, especially if we're going up against Beast, which that is not happening in this video. Unless if we get something crazy, we ain't seeing old Beastie on this run. Far cry from where we were last week, that's for sure. But that is such the nature of Isaac. Okay, get a Tears upgrade. I'm not even going to waste a reroll. That, and hey, look at that, it's Mom's Knife. I'm going to take Mom's Knife here. Then this is going to give us 2 or 3 for Leviathan, and now we can re-roll this to maybe get 3. No, Money equals power. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Okay. Unknown. 9 lives, we'll definitely take that. Our damage is going to go sky high now with the addition of Mom's Knife. And our tears rate, I don't know about that one either, game. These little trailing shots here are getting a little generous. Hey, look, we got our Ace of Hearts back. It's nice. But with the way the damage scales with Mom's Knife, we are now going to be doing just buku stupid amounts of damage. Our Fool card there. And a Greed Fight. So I think we do use the reroll here on Adrenaline. Because I mean, Adrenaline's not bad. It's just not something that we're probably ever going to need. It is nice to be able to get, like, I mean, any part of the Sponge transformation is fine, but this is not this ain't the time, brother. Yeah, we got an Eternal Heart out of it and a Soul Heart. That's good. Willing to deal with that. That would be another Sinvicta full clear here. It's been the week of full clears. Seagroom should be here. And nice. We finally get ourselves more pills. About time. Lemon Party pill here. You saw that Endless Nameless is going to give us another Lemon Party pill, which is nice. I don't know if we're on full HP or not, but Demon Baby gets into Guppy's Hairball. Okay. 2 or 3 for the Gupster. All systems go now. Now, if we do find a sack room, I'd be willing to go to switch it up here and go to Lamb. Wasn't planning on it, but that changed dramatically as soon as we got 2 or 3 for Guppy. Because combine that with a D6, that gives us a very good shot at getting a Guppy transformation, although we do have the Goat Head. It also really helps us out. There's the entire south side of the map, everybody. Let's keep on going north, shall we? Yeah, we can't get any of that. So, late game curse rooms, of course, are another avenue for us to get a Guppy item. Profit of Soul Heart here. Another dead end, all right. Make sure I'm picking up coins too, because I will frequently forget that we do not have, or that we have unequals power. We got a Judgment, which I don't really care too much playing. I'd rather have the damage from unequals power, especially with Mom's Knife. Soul Heart. Yeah. Definitely do not want an experimental treatment. I don't really want Rotten Baby either, but we got to go for a guppy item. And, okay, we get some Victor Robes. It's fine. Yeah. I'm not going to bother with... I mean, I wouldn't mind having the Flying Pony. But over the D6, though, tough sell. Whoa, okay. I don't know if that came from the host or that came from the statue. It must have come from the statue because I heard the noise, but I was not expecting it to shoot there. I was focusing on the hosts more than anything. By God. By God. It's double by God. Oh, he almost got us too. Love the fact that it's getting cool outside again. Thankfully, today was the first day that we've been in the 60s, and man, oh man, it's like manna from the heavens outside right now. It's beautiful, nice and cloudy, no rain in sight, which kind of sucks a little bit because we haven't had rain down here in a long time. I think since Beryl, that was the last time that we actually had rain. This is gonna give us Leviathan here, so absolutely gonna take this. And we should play this Demon Judgment because we have the Polaroid. Nice. Endless Nameless played out again. And we get Euthanasia, which I'm going to re-roll. And there's Guppy. Take the Gupster. We'll take Dark Prince's crown. That's what I'm talking about, baby. D6 is the key to everything in this game. It can get you to where you need to go. What it can't do is stop the game from spawning stuff on you, though. And also can't stop you from going into back-to-back dead ends. All right, maybe it's down here. I don't know what's going on with the dead ends this week, but they have been egregious. They've been overwhelming. Somebody asked me in a recent comment, they're like, how come you get so mad about dead ends? And the reason why is because there's two reasons. One, it's annoying to go into a dead end and just not get to where you want to go. And two, because it is, I've said this for many years, it is legitimately dangerous in late game situations, especially if you have low life and you don't have the concept there is that the longer that you stay in a room, the more guaranteed it is you're going to take damage from any source. And that's not good. You don't want to be there. Like, we're just getting just nothing but dead ends here. And it also kind of ruins the momentum of your run to go back and forth, especially if you have bad movement speed stats. But the main reason is because it's just annoying to go in the wrong way. And it's also legitimately dangerous in late game situations. The health up. It's going to activate Dark Prince's crown. Sure. Sinvicta Navigation is quite the beast. Dark Prince's crown is not active yet until we get to an actual filled heart container. There we go. Really want to see what this map looks like. quarter. The reason why I'm taking the quarter is because we have money equals power, of course. What in the world does this map look like, dude? I feel like that we've made like 4 right turns. Perfect room for D-Bizzle here.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine.
Just gonna deal the melee damage to Isaac and plow him over with the triple mom's knife, and we're gonna head on down to the chest. And let's see what we got here. Remember, we got the D6, so plenty of reroll opportunities. That's about one of the worst chests I've ever seen. And Spoonbender, yeah, I think Spoonbender. 120 volts not bad, but it's not what we were looking for. It's better served as an item pedestal for us to reroll. The reverse strength card, which is fine. Gonna cause everything in the room to take double damage. And a dead end. So at the very least, I mean, okay, well, there you go. If you've got a bad case of this Invicta Navigations, at least you're getting full charges on your D6, right? As the best way to look at it. Low Brimmy and Continuum, which we definitely don't need for Mom's Knife. Especially with Spoonbender making it go all which way. Oh, okay. All right. Here's another dead end, everybody. Let's count them up, shall we? Definitely still need more movement speed. That's just a nightmare amalgamation of a map. It looks like a, you know what it looks like? It looks like a hunched over kangaroo. Kangaroo with back problems. That's what this map looks like. And we get Echor Mycosis. Might as well take all these here. So we are going to get the dub. Hands of the eye, you okay? Not sure what it's aiming at, but we're gonna get the dub here. It was a little bit of a slower episode, but I think that obviously we pointed out, as I pointed out, the D6 is just the key to everything in Isaac. Even if you don't have a good run or good stats or good items, the D6 can unlock that potential and really let you ball out of control there, especially combined with the more options, which was by far the biggest pickup of that entire run. And then Goathead later on helping us get the Guppy transformation was all gravy, baby. So thank you for watching, everyone. It came together like a really solid run at the end. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. Leave a comment down below. Hope you have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy the cooler weather for those of you who are experiencing cooler weather. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Ham Solo, Alyssa, and Vernon James Ely. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.